Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay, and tonight we're talking about one of the coolest franchises in the history of toydom. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In this case, it is the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But before we run into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtledom, let's do a little bit of show and tell. So, we got stuff. There's stuff somewhere around here. Over here. Okay. So, let's see. We've got Crimson Guard troopers from the G.I. Joe, the classified series. Yeah, I wanted to call it signature series. I don't know why, but don't give me any of your condescending head nods. You know, you weren't even here last week. We are live. I don't want to hear any of that language. That language being binary. Thank you. So yeah, we've got the Crimson Guard G.I. Joe classified series. We got 4 of these. Did they come in sets of 4? Is that how you just got 4? Because you wanted 4. Okay, so we got 4 because army building is important. And we... Okay, well, now see, that's a little bit more friendly. Did you notice how it was the exact same sound effect, but it meant something completely opposite? It's sort of like the word literally. Just saying. We got Tila! Look, we got Tila, and she comes with Bird. I forget the bird's name. Make the wings flap and snap on battle pack. So you can apparently stick your finger in the bird's butt and make it flap. So, you know. Oh, Zoar. Zoar is the bird. You would think that Zoar would come with the sorceress. Because wasn't Zoar like the sorceress? I mean... You know, I don't know why she changes her name when she goes into bird mode, but, you know, princess do what princess do. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's cool. We got some cool illustrations here and cool toys, and she's got her white and yellow bathing suit. I think that somebody, like, that should be a bathing suit that you can buy. I wouldn't wear it. But Rob S. says, the name is right on the box. Okay, so I don't read instructions. Why would I read the box? That's 2. Okay, just jeez. So yeah, we got those. And I never brought down Beast Hunter Huffer. I got Beast Hunter Huffer this week. He's cool. Oh, we also have. Thank you. So, we also have Pittsburgh Toy Show News, the die-cast model and toy show River's Edge VFD in Braddock. So, die-cast model and toy show at River's Edge VFD in Braddock. It is Sunday, September 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The admission is $5. So, you know, you want to look at cool die-cast toys because you know it is a lost art. Then and there's probably plenty of other toys there too, but nonetheless. So that's a thing that's happened. Portions of the proceeds are benefiting Autism Connection in Pennsylvania. So that's a thing. Go to the toy show, give them your $5, and then stay for toys, or just give them $5 and walk away and know that you did a good thing. So we have that. Let's see. So toast. We have toast because people are here. There's a whole chat happening here, and I haven't gotten to even look at it. I apologize. I've been turtle tanking. So, anyway, a toast to Adventure Mode. Adventure Mode gets the gold star for being the first in the chat today, so congratulations, Adventure Mode. That's when I noticed my drinking problem. A toast to Thai Guy. A toast to Robus. A toast to Brick. A toast to Nathan, Connie, Lyric, and Cadence Fillion. A toast to Colleen. A toast to you, Retrobot. See, I toasted his cassette door. I don't know why. It's just something I do. And last but not least, the most important toast. Toasting Monica, the lovely and talented, without whom none of this would be possible. A toast to Monica! Alright, so, with all that stuff out of the way, let us talk a little bit of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We have pretty much the entire first wave of the toys for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm going to move some of these out of the way while I speak, but the cartoon began in 2018 and it ran for 2 seasons on Nickelodeon. There is a sequel movie that was just released on Netflix, and of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in this series never actually refer to themselves as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They tend to refer to themselves as the Mad Dogs. So, you know, points for taking the franchise in directions that it has never gone before. But yeah, we've got our core cast of characters here, and I'm gonna get more of these out of the way because they really want to fall. And so far, I've managed to do a moderate job of keeping that from happening. But yeah, so all right, we've got here. Let's move Splinter out of the way. Splinter, you can go, and let's get some of these risers. I've got risers for the rise of the. Anyway, you know that's enough out of you. I you know, okay, not enough because I do want your input, but you know that whole head shaking thing. Okay, you're stressing me out, dude. You're You know, I feel like my friendly space robot is not sensitive to my feelings. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here. Bring it in. There we go. All right. I'm sorry we fought. I'm sorry you all had to see that. We will. You know, it's hard sometimes when you have a robot from space that only speaks in binary. It's an adjustment. That's all I'm saying. It's an adjustment. So you know that Omnibot, you just no. Hey, I'm watching you. Yeah, Omnibot wants to be in the show, but oh. Wait, I'm getting a message from my finger. A message from my finger. Oh, Perry Viking is here! Well, a toast to Perry Viking! Cheers, Perry Viking! Welcome! You are just in time to talk some turtles. So, if we were talking soup, and it was about the turtles, would we be talking turtle soup? see, it's a pun off of the expression "talk soup." It's talking. Thank you for that. All right, so now we can move on. So let's just start with our first turtle. I'm gonna, Mikey, get out of the camera. Tell you, these guys. So we've got Leonardo here, and notice, you'll notice that in all of these turtles, unlike a lot of the previous incarnations of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, these characters are all distinctly different. You know, it's not just, there's a red one, an orange one, a blue one, and a purple one. These guys are different species of turtles with very different body types. Each one is unique. So Leonardo here is a red-eared slider. And I didn't know that turtles had ears. I don't see ears. Maybe they're underneath the mask. But he is considered the leader and the face man of the team. He wields a mystic sword capable of creating portals. He is voiced by Ben Schwartz, who is contractually obligated to play every blue character. He played Sonic in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. He played Dewey on DuckTales. And he's, in general, a really cool and funny guy. He also played John Ralphio in Parks and Recreation, who, if you remember the show, had completely blue skin and a little circle on his oh wait, no, that was Dr. Manhattan. oh yes, we've got so we've got our other incarnations of Leonardo here, and honestly, if you haven't watched the Sonic movies, they're actually awesome. I mean, no joke, they are really, really entertaining. I mean, like they're light, they're really funny. Obviously, Jim Carrey is great, but I have to say that Ben Schwartz kind of makes those movies. So if you haven't given the Sonic movies a try, then absolutely give Sonic a try, because it's pretty cool. Let's just put these in the shot there. So yeah, there we go. We've got Leonardo with Dewey as he does it. he's doing it, doing the Dewey. Yeah. So let's just take a look at the character as an action figure first, and then we'll talk about some of the weapons and stuff. So for one thing, he's got head articulation, ball joint. He's got ball joints at the shoulders. He's got what functions as a ball joint at the elbow. He can twist. He can pivot. He can twist his wrist too, which is actually really cool. If any character is going to have kung fu grip, it's going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. They've earned the kung fu grip, and these guys do have it. No waist articulation, but there is a little bit of movement in the legs. The legs are very oddly jointed. You know, they've got the swivel, they've got this kind of roll around joint that goes up in. It's not a traditional kind of joint for an action figure. You know, it's actually kind of hard to get him into your normal looking A stance. But you still can move them into all sorts of cool poses. Additionally, you have a rotation at the knee. You have the knee bend. You have a lot of articulation here. You also have the swivel and the joint at the feet. So these characters are actually really, really cool in terms of getting into like cool ass, yeah, and Oh, poor Dewey. That wasn't nice. You know, ever since Wheelie stopped being our punching bag, I just don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I need something else. Let's try something else. Chosen completely at random here. We've got... Okay, we've got a Goomba. So yeah, we'll try the Goomba. We'll see how that works. What you don't approve? I mean, come on. He's an enemy of Mario. Everybody likes Mario. I mean, do you know how many times these guys have killed me? I'm really bad at Mario games. Just so you know, I'm terrible at Mario games. I was okay at Super Mario Land 1 and 2 on the Game Boy. That's it. So let's just see how this works. All right. There's our Goomba, and we'll put Leonardo in a Karate Kid pose. There, crane position. Crane position. There you go. He can do crane position. Let's move that up and move him back just a little. There we go. And kick. You know that wasn't funny. That didn't feel. I don't feel good about that. I'm sorry, Goomba. You know the problem is that he's just too darn cute. He's got such a big head, and sure, he's got the angry eyes, but it's sort of like when your kitten gets mad at you because you mussed his face, and he's like, he's getting his tiny needle-like claws into you, and you know you should stop, but you just can't because it's so adorable. Yeah, I'm sorry, Goomba. We're not gonna. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, he can't be the new Wheelie. Here you go. Would you like him? Do you want... Okay, yeah, here. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's good. All right, you hold on to him, and I won't abuse him anymore. So anyway, we've got Leonardo here. Cool figure in terms of articulation, and yeah, there's actually a lot that you can do with the pose ability. Let's go ahead and put him in front of the good camera, because we have a good camera. So he's got this this belt thingy, but it doesn't come off. You know, it kind of looks like it's supposed to, but he is molded to have little divots so that this stays in place. There are holders for his weapons. So let's see. He's got a thing there. Does that go like that? Yeah, that can go like that. He can only really hold one weapon in it, though. I kind of was hoping that there was like room in there. I guess maybe we could shove some ninja stars, some throwing stars in there. Let's back up just a little bit so that you can see what's going on. And Sonic, you get out of the way. You get out of the way. There we go. So we could maybe put we'll put some throwing stars in there. Oh, okay, and we lost. So yeah, you have that. You can sort of mash some weapons in there. He does come with throwing stars, which is cool, and he does have the that kung fu grip, so he can hold the throwing stars. Not very well. And he comes with two swords. He's got his magic sword, and then come on, you're making me look bad, Leonardo. There. But there's the sword, and it makes portals. Here, he's gonna hold it like Ahsoka. There we go. He's gonna do the Ahsoka thing. And then let's see if this hand does it a little bit better. There we go. So he's got this sword. I don't know if these are supposed to be the same sword, and one is like, this is the non-powered version and this is the powered up version. I think that's what they're going for. which is actually pretty cool. But what's even cooler than that is that the Machiavellic is here. Really, Leo? So, a toast to the Machiavellic. Machiavellic, you are here just in time to see Leonardo fall over again and again and again. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom of his feet. There, the bottoms of his feet. So he also comes with a skateboard, which is pretty cool. So, you know, we'll put him on the skateboard. And, you know, he can do cool ninja stuff while he's on his skateboard. I like that the weapons are all molded out of blue plastic. Well, I guess these aren't. Okay, I kind of wish that they were. No, yeah, actually, I like the gray. The gray looks better, but it does make it easy when sorting very, very similar weapons to be able to tell which weapon goes to which turtle. So he's actually, yeah, you know, he's got cool stuff. I like the accessories. I like all of the playability and the articulation. Now I'll tell you what, their ability to actually hold on to this stuff is leaving just a little bit to be desired. There, we'll do the finger thing. You know, he's kind of. Oh wait, maybe we could do this. Can we do this? Can he hold two at the same time? Please tell me that he can. Oh yeah! Look at that! Look at that! He is like gonna throw. Now, if we bring him a little bit closer, you can take a look. See the turtles. Notice that he's got the traditional turtle mask that's pretty much like a Zorro mask, but he's also got the red stripes on his forehead going down over his face. He's got very stylized body. You know, he kind of looks very animated. And I like that because it's really accurate to what you see in the show. He looks like his character from the show, and so we've got we can have him here, and we'll put him onto his skateboard since he's got a skateboard, and there we go. All right, yeah, he can ride. He can ride. I guess that makes me the new leader. You know, he's just lying down on the job. So yeah, now what I find interesting is that he is described. Thank you, Dudley. Dudley would like everybody to know that he just pooped, and it was both terrible and wonderful. So. So yeah, he likes to fall over a lot. These are very playable toys, but it is hard to get them to stay standing sometimes. I like all the accessories that they come with. I really like the show. Like we've been watching the show. We went through most of the episodes last year. And we haven't seen the movie yet, but we're looking forward to it because like the show is actually really, really good, and it's really fun. It's funny. The turtles have a lot of personality, but one thing that's kind of distinct about it is that Leonardo doesn't really come off as the leader. The leader in the show is very clearly Raphael. Machiavellic would like to know my favorite turtle. You know, when I was in high school, it was absolutely Michelangelo. Like it had to be Michelangelo because everybody's favorite turtle was Michelangelo. You know, obviously Donatello. I mean, he's near and dear to my heart. He's your tech geek. He is the geeky turtle. So yeah, I would probably say at this point, it's Donatello. At least in terms of like which one I identify with. I wish that I could build a turtle van. You know, I could probably. I mean, my turtle van would not be able to have hydraulic arms with nunchucks, though. I would not be able to build that. But yeah. So. But yeah, I think that Leonardo, in the show, he's more sarcastic, and you know, he's almost. I would say that he's almost the con artist of the group. Like he comes up with the schemes, but he's not really a leader. And I wonder if part of that transition is because Raphael has always been much more popular with fans. You know, he was the one that was more wisecracking and also a bit of an anti-hero and moody and broody and all those things that make a character really, really popular. Whereas Leonardo was very oftentimes portrayed as the responsible leader character, and it's like, you know, boring. So now Raphael gets to be the leader more often than Leonardo. But yeah, so that's Leonardo. Cool toy. Yeah, very. The plastic is really solid. His joints are tight, and like I said, the articulation is awesome. And if you've got a Ninja Turtle, you want him to be able to get into cool ninja poses, and you want to be able to have him hold weapons, which he's not actually that good at. So Rob says if that's Dudley, he is loud. That is Dudley. And he is loud. Dudley! Hey, you want to come here and be on camera? He doesn't want to come here. He knows. Like, you know, he wants to announce that he's pooped. So just as a sidebar, whenever Dudley goes to the cat box, I was going to say he doesn't go to the bathroom. He goes to the cat box. He exits the cat box yelling, and he will run throughout the house yelling until he finds somebody to yell at for a good 5 minutes. And I believe that the translation is, hey, everybody, it happened again. It was terrible and wonderful. Poop came out my butt. But don't worry, I buried it in the magic box where it will disappear all on its own, so you don't have to worry. I took care of it. I think that's what he's saying as he runs around the house, going, meow, 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 meow. So that's that is Dudley, who has nothing to do with Leonardo, but there we have it. So, speaking of Donatello, did you notice was that a smooth transition? I thought that was a smooth, that was like silk. So, but I did speak of Donatello because, you know, he is the turtle with whom I most identify. So let's take a look at Donatello and put him in front of the camera here, and we will move Bluey out of the way. And there we go. We've got him. Oh, he's standing up. He is standing up. I have little baggies for all the weapons, which is important because they all come with lots of weapons. So there we go. All right, we've taken apart weapons. Let's take a look at the view here. So this is Donatello. Of course, he's going to have all the same articulation as Leonardo. He is armed with a bow staff that is highly, highly technical. It is pretty much, it is a technologically magic bow staff. And what's interesting but very appropriate is that he is the only turtle that doesn't actually have a magic weapon in the show. He chose to stick with the bow staff that he built. He also has armor on his back, and that is because his species is a spiny soft shell. So, he's your tech whiz, your hacker, your inventor, your gamer. He's got all the gadgets in his bow staff and relies on a drone, which they have included. Look, there's a drone. You get a drone. It's a cool drone. That little drone thing. It kind of reminds me of the Final Faction drone. For assistance and surveillance. And then he has his armor battle shell over top of his natural soft shell. And this is actually removable. So you see, he's got his soft shell right there. He's just got... So notice that whereas Leonardo had that thing going over his shoulder, he's just got his belt here, and then he's got a mask that goes all the way over the head. And that's cool. He's got his scientific nerd goggles, which is also important. I kind of wish that they could go down over his face, but they're just molded in. And then once again, you've got your choice between the powered up version of the weapon and the non-powered up version. And then he comes with a couple of throwing stars, which are identical to the throwing stars that Leonardo had. So, once again, very, very cool figure in terms of articulation, and I like the powered up weapon. It's a little bit more rigid. This one, the weapons are, especially the gray weapons, are made out of this rubbery material, and it's really hard to get a bow staff that's actually straight. It could probably use some Viagra or something. So the drone clips into the battle shell. Oh, okay. So let's put on the battle shell, and then we can put the drone on here. Now, one thing that you saw a lot in the show is that when he had the drone clipped to his back, it had like armored Spider-Man-like arms that would come out and do stuff for him and help him weld and solder. And I really wish that this came with that. What was that? Oh, there's another one that has that? Okay, well then I guess we have to get the other one that has that at some point for episode part 2 of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it's a cool toy. It's got the accessories. No skateboard because it's got the drone. So technically he would be able to have his drone fly him around because that's what drones do. And I mean, not. My drone doesn't do that. In fact, my drone doesn't actually take a charge anymore. So yeah, it's like, yay. It was cool. I enjoyed that drone, but I need to get a new battery. Unfortunately, chances are getting a new battery would cost as much as getting a new drone. They've come down in price. So yeah, very cool. But, notice that he is distinctly different from Leonardo. They are not carbon copies of each other. They don't have the same molded parts. They've got different arms. They've got different legs. They've got different head sculpts. And that is something that's a little bit of a change from previous versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where essentially you had all the same turtle with just different mask colors and different weapons. So that is cool, and I can tell by the screen behind me that it is time to talk about Michelangelo. Let me first, before I do that, before I start talking about Michelangelo, because things get chaotic here, I'm gonna put the weapons in the little bag. See, they go in the little bag, huh? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Put Mr. Throwing Star, put other Mr. Throwing Star. I think that in the cartoon, Donatello may be my favorite character because he's got this very, very dry wit, and he keeps insisting that he's the funny one. So, and you can even see, like look at the expression on the face. That sums up his personality on the show. And wait, here, there you go. There you go. Like, he is constantly disgusted with his brothers. He is constantly in a state of disappointment. And whereas Leo is always just kind of trying to... He's sort of the Saul Goodman of the group. Donatello just kind of has a superiority complex. So that is Donatello. And let us move on to Michelangelo. He is a turtle, and I'm going to try to have him pose on a skateboard because Michelangelo does that sort of stuff. And this is a dumb song about Michelangelo. There he is, Michelangelo. His species is an ornate box turtle. And he is the jokester, the artist, musician, and actor. He is the youngest brother, and his weapon of choice are mystic flail and traditional nunchaku. So he's got his mystical flail in one hand, and then this is a nunchuck with a boxing glove on the end. So... is that something that the thing does? So the mystical flail will turn into a boxing glove when it punches people? That's considerate because the mystic flail seems to have a saw blade around it. I guess that's the parent-friendly adaptation of this, because he'll sling this around and it'll go like it's got an indeterminate length chain depending on what's going on. And it's a magic weapon, so, you know, that's just how they explain it. But you will very clearly see what seems to be lightning bolts of rotating, deadly, spiraling energy coming out of this. And then I guess if it's going to hit somebody in the face, then it'll do that because... for reasons. So he does come with his orange skateboard. This skateboard is not translucent, which is kind of surprising. The other skateboard, the blue skateboard is translucent. His, you can't see through his. I bet that he's actually a little disappointed about that. He also comes with, if we are going to open up the baggies, which of course we're going to open up the baggies. That's what we do, right? We open up baggies here, right, pal? Yeah, that's right. So let's pull out the baggies, and he's got a sickle. Not a fudge sickle, just a sickle. Or is that a sickle or scythe? No, that's a scythe, not scythe, because Raph gets the size, and then he loses them because that's what he does. That's what everybody does with Raph's size. So let's take out the special weapons. Give him he's got a sword. See, just a normal sword. It's not a special sword. What's funny is that he does not come with traditional nunchucks. No traditional nunchucks. He's got a meat hook and a swashbuckling scimitar, but he does not come with traditional nunchucks. I keep calling them numchucks, and that's not right. I apologize. So, I think sickle. You think it's a sickle? Sickle goes to a different guy. He doesn't have a sickle. That's dumb. We were just testing you. Rob, you got it right. And Colleen, better luck next time. See, it's funny because I don't know which one of you knew whether he was supposed to come with that or not. I'm making up stuff for entertainment value. You're welcome. So yeah, he's got a sword. I don't know if I ever saw him use a sword in the show. I don't think he did. Oh, you don't think that this is? Oh, wait a minute. I know what the problem is. These belong... Okay, so I was thrown off by the orange. I think that these belong to either the Paper Ninja or maybe... No, or do they go to this guy? So, okay. All right. I apologize. I messed it up. So, he comes with the skateboard. He comes with the magical buzzsaw version of his thing. I'm sorry. No, don't you... You know, I don't need critique from you and him at the same time, Omnibot. She's just jealous because she's not on camera. You know, I mean, she needs to loosen up a little bit. I mean, look at this guy. This guy was built for show business. I mean, literally, he was. But you know, she's still a little bit stiff. You know, just saying. She needs to work on her form. That's all. Yeah. I mean, you know, she'll get there. I promise. But all right, so he does come. Actually, what he comes with is that thing that what's his name from Indiana Jones? Doctor Zola. Indiana Jones, the first one. Search for the Lost Ark, Raiders of the Lost Ark. The bad guy that had the thing on his hand. See, I thought the Dr. Belloc. That was it, Dr. Belloc. See, I knew that it was Dr. Belloc. So, thank you, Rob. Yes, Rob got it right. It was Dr. Belloc. So, if you remember, he had this coat hanger. Okay? This is Dr. Belloc's coat hanger. Yeah, he goes into the tent with Marion and he has that thing and then he hangs his coat on it. So, yeah. That was Dr. Belloc. So Michelangelo just getting everything in order here since I have made a terrible mistake. All right. We've got skateboard. We've got traditional nunchaku. We've got another pair of throwing stars, which are identical to they must have made like 20,000 of these little throwing stars and just have them in bins. And, you know, like they put them in Cracker Jack boxes and they don't like have them in a plastic bag so you notice them. Like these are what you eat as part of the snack. And they're so small, they're not even choking hazards. They're perfectly safe. I could eat them right now. I didn't. I just did that. So, and then he's got his mystical versions of his weapons and stuff. So that is Michelangelo. I could comment on the articulation again. It is identical to the articulation of Leo and Donatello. But notice once again that all three of these guys have different kinds of straps on them. Mikey's is the only one that is brown. So, you know, like whereas everybody else has a strap that's colored to match their their uniform color. Mikey just gets a leather strap, and then he can take his weapons and clip them in there. Maybe it goes better like that. Maybe that's what he's doing. So something like that. Colleen says Don is probably sad he's not there to put those weapons in his mouth. Don, are you sad that that you are not here to put these weapons in your mouth? Because one of us is not sad that you can't put them in your mouth. So, yeah. Me. I'm not sad that you can't put them in your mouth. So maybe like that. Maybe put it like that so that it goes over his shoulder a little. I don't know. So yeah, they've each got different style belt strap thingies molded into them. He has a different sculpt on his domino mask. I mean, it's actually a little bit more domino-y. And you can see that he has painted his shell. So yeah, he's the artist. He's the artist. He expresses himself with the painting on his shell. And so yeah, so that is Michelangelo. Everybody likes Michelangelo, except he's never the character that you want in any of the video games, because the nunchucks have like no range. Like what you want Donatello if you're playing any of the video games, because the bow staff reaches farthest. So yeah. So all right, let us move on here from Michelangelo. I like the sculpt on his shell. I guess I should be putting this in front of the other camera so that you can see. Like I'm getting ahead of myself, because I mean, he's a good-looking turtle. You want to see him, right? So let's take a look here at Michelangelo. He's got such a face. Look at that shape. He looks like he's up to something. And actually, in the show, he is the soft-hearted turtle. He is the most naive. He is the one who ends up getting suckered into going along with Leonardo's plans. But like, if there's a puppy, then he will pet it and let it lick his face. So yeah, and once again, different sculpt on the arms, the legs, everything about him. Yeah, they've made these toys all distinctly different. And I think that's one of the things that I really like about this line of toys, because when you get one of the characters, I mean, honestly, if you collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you get all 4 turtles. Like, there's nobody that's like, I never really wanted Leonardo. I just want the other 3. No, I mean, you get all 4 turtles, but it's nice that with this line, when you get all 4 turtles, they are distinctly different turtles. So, once again, I'm gonna put stuff in the bag. There's a bag here. And I can put this in the bag, and I can put these in the bag. And I can put that in the bag, and maybe I can put that in the bag, and I can put this in the bag, and I can put this in the bag. And will this fit in the bag? I think it'll fit in the bag. Come on, go, fit in the bag. Fit in the bag. There we go. There we go. It's in the bag. So, all right, we have those. We have Michelangelo. And now let's go to the real leader of the group, at least if the TV show is to be believed. It is the big brawler turtle, who is, his species is an alligator snapping turtle. He is the oldest brother, cocky, tough, and the self-appointed leader. Raphael? It is Raphael.
I lost the side.
His weapons of choice are mystical energy tonfa, which generate massive shockwaves, and oftentimes in the cartoon, it seems like it radiates large versions of him. Sometimes you get to see like a whole giant Raphael for a moment. More commonly, at least, a giant fist made out of spectral energy, and so yeah, he is cool. I like these parts that go over that really kind of captures what happens in the cartoon a lot, and you see that molded in there are the weapons, but you know that he'll be holding these and then it'll just start glowing and stuff. Colleen says, Raphael, he's the leader of the group, transformed from the norm by the nuclear goop. Pizza's the food that's sure to please. These ninjas are into pepperoni and cheese. Back to, I don't know the rest. I actually do know the rest. I could go on, but nobody wants me to. So yeah, this is Raphael, and surprisingly, he is not voiced by Cyborg from Teen Titans, even though whoever's doing the voice, I don't know the actor's name off the top of my head. Whoever's doing the voice is really channeling Cyborg as a personality type. I feel like the directors of the show said, "Hey, we want him to be Cyborg. Yeah, just make him Cyborg." So of course he comes with those energy fists, which are the upgraded versions of his weapons, and then he's got the traditional weapons right here, which we can put in. He's significantly larger than the other turtles, although in the cartoon he is much larger than the other turtles. He towers over them. And so here we'll put those in his hands. You know what? Here we can put one of these like this, just to be different. Just to be different. Come on, get in there, get in there. There we go. So yeah. So you can tell by the fact that they have molded in bandages on his chest and that he's wrapped his knuckles in his legs. He is the brawler of the group. You take a look, and of course he shares the same articulation as the other turtles, but he's got a full mask around his head. He's got a snapping turtle jaggedy shell here. He has a belt, and then you can see that the mask comes down over here. So he can also take his weapons, and let's take the weapons off. Here, take the weapons off, and he can hold them in his belt like that. So yeah, we can do this. He can, yes, he lost a sai. He actually, you only get to see them with their traditional weapons in the very first episode, and then their weapons get destroyed pretty quickly, which is why they get their magic weapons, because they find a room that's filled with magic weapons. So, you know, that's cool. So we'll give him his throwing stars because they all come with throwing stars. So there we go. Look at him. He's cool. I think that he might be my favorite toy of the four turtles, just because he's bigger. He is kind of more expressive, and I really like the energy fists that come with him. He of course can get into all sorts of cool action poses, and I like that you can put his normal weapons into the belt, and the weapon storage is actually a little bit better. Now, granted, you still don't know what to do with these. Maybe we could. Can I do this? Like here, there. We'll do this. Yeah. We're doing it. Ha ha! Look at that! Yeah, you can do that. I wouldn't leave it there. Like, I would not put these away with those shoved in there, because you may find that the rubber stretches and then when you try to take them out, it's like baggy there. So, but you can do it. You can do it, which is cool. So Perry Vikings says, snapping turtles are serious business. They'd make Samuel L. Jackson say he's sick of these mother snapping turtles on this mother plane. You know, it's not a kids channel, but I'm not sure that I want to get a like. Can they strike you for? I don't know. I don't know. You know what? They give you like advertising strikes, which right now I don't make anything off of the ads anyway. So that see what I did there? I went because that's my word for so. Yeah. So yeah, that is Raphael, and let's just put these guys together. So wait. Brick says, are these as cool as the fists that come with Blitzwing? Well, I would say that they are superior to the fists that come with Blitzwing, because Blitzwing's fist things don't even turn into a fist shape. They're really just kind of flappy hands with tube fingers. 6 tube fingers. Yeah, they are over there, by the way. I saw you get up and you were looking. They are over there, but they're just buried in the pile of stuff that I had to clear out before this live stream. So just so you know, I pushed it right to the wire on this one. We did a Patreon stream, a chill stream, while I made a ladder for the turtle tank, and I got to a pretty good stopping point at the end of that stream. I hadn't painted anything yet, but I wasn't going to show that on camera anyway. And then after I turned off the live stream, I realized that you can't store the ladder inside the tank the way that I built it. I made it big and beefy. And so then I had to go in and fix that. And and I finished that like half an hour before the stream. So, prep time is everything. The moral of the story is, if you've got a live stream that starts at 8, don't work on kit bashing toys until 7:30. So, the more you know.
Now we know. And knowing is half the battle.
So yeah, there we go. That is Raph with his cool energy fists, and he is cool. Like, he's just cool. He's chunkier. He's got I feel like he's got the coolest energy weapons. He can store both of his things in his belt very easily. I like the look. So far, this is my favorite of all of them so far. Nonetheless, I'm gonna look. See, the weapons go back in the bag. Weapons go back in the bag. So there we go. Yeah. So next on our agenda, and I'm trying to see, does she just come with the cat thing? There's other. Let's see. That's that's it. Okay. So here, let me get this. They should be yellow. I'm being told that I need to hold on for something. Oh, Christopher Remley is here. A toast to Christopher Remley. I guess I'm not supposed to toast after I drink. I'm supposed to. So Welcome, Christopher Ramley. We are talking some Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you have come. We got done with the 4 turtles, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But you've seen turtles before. No, you're here for the good part, and the good part is right here. Let's go ahead and do this. This once again, I'm doing it wrong, but I'm just gonna do it this way anyway. So here is April O'Neil, and so April O'Neil is a human, and she is probably the most responsible member of the group. She has a pet yokai named Mayhem. So here's Mayhem. Wait, here. Oh, poor April. So April is very tall, and I gave her 2 baseball bats to hold. So here is.
I guess that makes me
No,
the new
it does
leader.
not make you the new leader. Why would that make?
I think the answer is obvious.
You know what? Sure. You're the leader. You're the leader now. Enjoy. That's great. That's great. So there is the yokai. All of these figures are very good likenesses of their cartoon counterparts. I hadn't noticed that Mayhem seems to have. Are those tusks? Yeah, those are little tusks, and Mayhem is a teleporting little cat thing that they rescue in the first episode, and it's cool and it's ferocious, and it loves April. So just like a normal cat, it scratches the living crap out of Raphael, and then it's nice to her. So that's yokai. So April, she comes with a baseball bat and a powered up version of the baseball bat. So I'm going to give her the powered up version because she needs the powered up version. And, strangely enough, she actually can hold it even with her little tiny, little delicate hands there, but she is actually holding the baseball bat. April is awesome. And I have to say that this is probably my favorite version of April out of all of the different versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus on her. Come on, camera, you can do it. You can do it. There, look at her. So she is brave. She is spontaneous. She has a hard time keeping a job because I think mostly because the turtles keep ruining her workplace. But they put a lot of detail into this toy. And, you look back at the original cartoon version of April in that pretty ridiculous yellow jumpsuit. And the fact that in that cartoon, she was annoying. I'm sorry. I don't want to hate on her, but every time that she said anything, I don't know. I found myself frustrated. Like please be quiet. Please don't say any more. And they would draw her face really, really stupid. Like there was even, if anybody saw the Toys That Made Us, the episode about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the one guy says, "Why does April always have to look so stupid?" And they show a screenshot of her, and like she looks like a Picasso drawing. She's got one eye down here, another one up here, and she's slightly cross-eyed. I mean, April from the original cartoon was just she was bad. Yeah, she was bad. And then you had Megan Fox in the Michael Bay produced but not directed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, which the second one, the second one is a fun ride. I'm not going to say either one of these are great movies. But what I like about the second one is they really embrace the franchise. Like, they say, hey, we're going to go back to what everybody remembers when they were growing up, and we are going to do that on 11. And they had the turtle van complete with the robot nunchucks and everything. It shot sewer lids out of the front. I mean, the whole schmear. We got the Technodrome at the end. We got Krang. I mean, they went for it. And so I kind of respect that about that second movie. But Megan Fox, I never bought her as April. She just, I mean, she's Megan Fox. She plays Megan Fox. When you put Megan Fox in a movie, then the character she's playing is Megan Fox. And that's it. But so getting to Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, April, she is far better developed. And she's interesting and she's cool. And she kind of, like, she is the responsible friend. Whereas previous Aprils kind of had to sort of be the unofficial den mother of the Turtles. She is very clearly one of them, but also very clearly the most reasonable of the group. And so, yeah, I like this toy. I love this version of the character. She's a lot of fun. And, unlike many shows that have your human relatable character amongst all of the crazy characters, she's not annoying. She's just fun. She gets into trouble a lot, gets into fights a lot. She's cool. So now this figure is a little bit... Rob says Megan Fox is Megan Fox in look. It's... Megan... I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Okay, let me try this again. Take two. Rob says Megan Fox is Megan Fox in look. It's Megan Fox. All right, I got it. Yeah. So, this April is not Megan Fox. So let's go ahead and take a look at the toy. I've talked a lot about different versions of April, but I haven't actually showed the toy much. So let's show the toy. It is it's different than the Turtles. The Turtles are she's very skinny. And with that comes a certain amount of spindliness, and she doesn't hold a position quite as well. She doesn't hold her weapons quite as well. She doesn't have the articulation of the other turtles. So you've got a swiveling head. It is on a ball joint, so she can say yes. She can say no. She can put her hand on. She can almost put her hand on her hip and say and so you've got a ball joint at the shoulder, you've got a swivel and an elbow bend, and then you have rubber flex for the rest of the hand. Once again, we don't have waist pivots. We do have that weird kind of leg that kind of goes out and in, but it doesn't give you a good A stance. But the rubbery plastic kind of gives you an A stance anyway. And then you also have a knee bend and a little swivel here, and that's it. So she doesn't have quite the articulation of the other turtles, but she is a very functional figure. And I don't know that she needs the articulation of the turtles. I mean, she's got big yellow boots, so she probably shops at the same footwear store as Spike Witwicky. And I do like the updated attire. You know, the green jacket with the yellow collar. She's got like yellows and greens going on rather than just a ridiculous yellow jumpsuit that honestly no one has ever worn a yellow jumpsuit ever other than to Halloween as April O'Neil. Like that's the only reason that you do that. And let's see if she can hold Mayhem. So here, come on, you can hold Mayhem. Come on, you can hold Mayhem. Hold Mayhem. Hold Mayhem. There, hold. Okay, she can't hold Mayhem. I want her to wait. Let's get both hands here. Both hands to hold Mayhem. Come, there, almost. She's almost. Mayhem has a really big head. Okay, look. Oh no, she can't hold Mayhem. I feel like that's a little bit of a lost opportunity because, like, she spent... Wait, maybe she can get him by the neck. Oh, wait, there we go! Yes, she can hold Mayhem! Oh. Whew. I was going to be disappointed. So now that we've achieved that, the only thing to say is... Grayscale is here! So, a toast to Grayscale! By the power of Grayscale, I have a toast! So, there we go, and we've got April, and we've got Mayhem, and we've got a little baggie to put... The flaming, and you know, I don't remember in the show the baseball bat being mystical, but I guess everybody gets a mystical weapon, so she gets, but she does have a mystical pet, and I think that would count anyway. Like they could have done a glowing version of Mayhem out of translucent plastic. Yeah, they could have done that. So. But anyway, yeah, so that is April, and we've got her weapons safely stored in the bags. They're in the bags. So, all right, moving on to the mouse, the myth, the legend. You see what I did there? Thank you. We have Splinter! That is Splinter, a.k.a. Hamato Yoshi, also known as, spoiler alert, okay, if you haven't watched the whole series, this is a spoiler, so go like this, and I'll tell you when it's okay to not, but Splinter is not only Hamato Yoshi, but Splinter is also the movie star Lu Jitsu. Yes. He is a martial arts master and a former movie star and a father and an old fart. And so, Splinter in this series is very, very different than what we have seen in Splinters in the past. But I can't tell you about that. And the reason I can't tell you about that is because I need to welcome Osaka Jack! Welcome, Osaka Jack! A toast to Osaka Jack! So, the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon uses Splinter far more as kind of an uncanny valley comic relief character. He is the old fart. He is gross. He is often depicted eating things that are disgusting or running around without hair in tighty-whitey underpants, talking about things that he ate that were stuck between his toes. He is not the sage of wisdom that we are used to seeing from previous Turtles franchisees. Franchise-I? Is that the plural of franchise? Franchise-I. Franchise-I. Monica is trying to correct my choice of how I make the word franchise plural. I love using the letter I to make things plural, especially on words that's not the way you're supposed to do it. It's my interpretation of the English language. And yeah, here we have. Let's even go ahead and we'll show the screenshot here. Splinter watches TV. He's got a TV projector. He watches movies and things from his little projector, and that's what he does a lot in the show. He often chastises the turtles for being unskilled and undisciplined, but you don't see him do a lot in terms of training or actually making them into ninjas. Colleen says it's franchise. And Rob says this is no fucks to give, Splinter. I you know what? I'm just owning it rather than it. That's where we're at. So if you are not allowed to hear words like that, I apologize. But we're embracing it, you know, this cause this is Splinter, and he is just a fat old rat. He's a fat old rat. What can I say? So we've got shoulder articulation. He is a chunky character with not a lot of moving parts. He's got a little bit of head swivel, so he can say no. He cannot say yes. But the good news is he never says yes. Oh, one time in the he has to say yes episode, stage 7 must say yes. Except did he actually say yes? No, he didn't. So yeah, they didn't get their yes out of him. He's got a shoulder swivel. He can do this. He can do that. The rest of the arm is just fused. So he can't really, he can sort of punch. He can sort of punch. We've got the same thing in the other side. He can grip his staff, which has a sword in it, so that's cool, huh? Staff sword. Now, see, unfortunately, since can he do that? He can sort of do that. You can take this out of his hand and then do that. That, I think, yeah. So you can have him hold his staff sword, but he can't hold both at the same time. Maybe wait here. Let's try and do this. Let's there. Okay, so there he can hold his staff and kind of carry the rest of the cane. So Ty Guy says, wait a minute here. Let's. Ty Guy says, I thought his thumb in his clenched fist was a cigar, and I didn't even question it. It really would be fitting for that character because he has no feces to give. There. So, yeah, I would say that the coolest thing, like the sculpt is awesome. He looks great. He looks like his cartoon incarnation. But there's not a whole lot to do with him as an action figure. You've got the tail is pretty much like okay, you can kind of move the tail up and down, except that since the tail is pretty much goes to the floor, there's not any articulation there. His feet are molded. His robe is just a piece of rubber. And notice that they gave him just kind of brown underpants, and they very clearly established on the show on more than one occasion that it's tighty whities under there. So that is Splinter. I mean, I'm happy to have him because he's a representation of a hilarious and often disturbing character from the cartoon. But admittedly, there's not a whole lot to this toy. Like you're not gonna have him do cool ninja kicks or anything like that. You're gonna have him kind of waddle in and maybe smack Michelangelo. And that's his role in the show and in the toy line. So that is Splinter, and I don't think that I even need to. I don't think there's even a plastic bag. He doesn't come with much. Yeah, he's like 5 pounds of solid plastic. Like you could throw this through somebody's car window. And that's not a suggestion, okay? Because vandalism is wrong. But you could do it because there's a lot of weight here. So if you want something that you could play tennis with, he's essentially a mad ball. That's what this toy is. He's actually a mad ball with arms and a tail. So, mad balls, grows for one, grows for all. We play with our mad balls. Anyway, that's a deep cut. Yeah. So that's our core cast of good guys. We've got the Turtles, we got April, we got Splinter, and those are good guy characters. But of course, we have bad guys, and one thing that's really neat about this series is that you have a lot of very, very different bad guys, where the original show started with Shredder and the Foot Clan, and then most of everything, every other bad guy was related to Shredder and the Foot Clan. Even Krang and his weird robot body that Krang went in the stomach he was an alien from Dimension X, but he was working with Shredder. All paths led back to Shredder. And in this show, they spend a very good part of the show not even talking about Shredder. Instead, they introduce you to this next guy, and I gotta switch risers here. Yeah, I had to go for the tall riser for the short rat. Now I have to go for the short riser for the tall guy. So let's push that back. This and wait, here he's got weapons. There's a baggie of weapons. So let me get out his baggie of weapons. All right, so this is Baron Draxum. And he is a cool character. I mean, he is a very cool bad guy. He looks awesome. He's got these demon things on his shoulders. Huggin and Munnin are Draxum's pet gargoyles and his henchmen. And he is voiced by John Cena. That's right. He is voiced by John Cena, Peacemaker, and he's awesome. He's an intimidating figure. He comes with a couple other versions of his little guys. So you got the ones that can sit on his shoulders, and they're oftentimes seen on his shoulders. I'm assuming that these come off. Do they come off? Oh, they don't come off. So you got Hug'em and Mug'em, Hug'em and Munnin. That are here. Let me have the camera zoom in on that. Wait here. Get close. There we go. All right, and focus. You can focus on it. You can do it. You got a mechanical zoom. There we go. Look at that. So I honestly don't know which one's Huggin and which one's Muggin or Munnin. I'll never get those names right. They're Huggin and Muggin. All right, I've just decided that they've got new names now. So yeah, little demon things, horrible little guys, and actually pretty funny. But yeah, these are the pets that sit on his shoulder, and it's nice that they give you ones that don't sit on his shoulder. Although I have to say that I'm actually very disappointed that these don't come off. I want to be able to pull them off. Like, they couldn't put a hole there or something. I have a suspicion that this is all one black molded part, and it's just assembled together. So, they're probably joined at the tail, but nonetheless, he comes with a couple of mutant mosquito bat things, and it looks like you should be able to put those around his wrists, but I'm not sure that you do. Put them on other characters. So you could have like Leonardo be I got a mutant thing on me. Get it off. And maybe here he could actually he needs two of these. I wonder if could we put it on his head? Come on, tell me that we can put it on his head. Oh yeah! Look at that! You can put it on his head, and you're like, ah! So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, I'm digging that, and that means that if I can put these on his head, then I could also have them like clip onto his wrist, which he can do that, and he could wear them as gauntlets. He's kind of got gauntlets, but so he can do that, and so yeah, he's got a cool vibe. Like he's just got a cool vibe. Let's look at his vibe for just a moment. Get closer. There we go. Yeah, he's got the very weird diagonal eyes, almost vertical. He's got long hair. He's got demons on his shoulders. He's got cool molded detail in his tummy. Like, that's not a six-pack. That seems to be almost a spider. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can. Is that a tick? I don't know. Yeah, if you let's look at the screenshot. I don't know what's going on in the stomach there. Whatever it is, I'm not sure that anybody wants to get a closer look. But yeah, so that is the toy. Now we've got shoulder articulation. The same shoulder articulation that everybody's got. That is one thing that you can say for this toy line. Everybody's got good shoulders. Same with the elbows and the wrists. He's got the swivel and the bend. And then he's got weird legs. Like his legs do this thing. And that's because he's not human. Like his species is yokai. So he is, kind of a mythical creature, demon creature, and so he has a swivel at his knees and there. But But yeah, the articulation on the legs is a little bit awkward just because the robes are made of rubber and they go all the way down to the floor, which means that if you do anything with the legs, the cloak is not going to let you. Here, let me push him back. So yeah, you see how the cloak makes it very difficult to put him in anything other than a regular standing pose. Nonetheless, he's really cool, and I really like that you spend the first season learning more about him than just rehashing the same old thing with the Shredder. Yeah, it's the same problem that Transformers has faced, where Transformers have one main bad guy. Yeah, it's always going to be Optimus Prime versus Megatron. And so writers of different series have had to come up with creative ways to kind of forestall that conflict. You know, have Megatron take more of a background role, or have him not show up until later in the series. That way you're not kind of getting him in there and then having him be defeated right off the bat. In order to have a bad guy that seems imposing, you can't have him lose week after week after week, which is exactly what the cartoons in the 80s did. You know, you'd have Megatron lose, you'd have Shredder lose. So instead now they kind of pull back on those characters and let the heroes face other villains and other challenges before they even get to the big boss. So that is Baron Draxum. I like Baron Draxum. This is a cool toy. Yeah, if you're collecting this line, you want a Baron Draxum, because I mean, honestly, like I want a pot of these little demon guys. And I want them all to be slightly different color eyes, different number of appendages, you know, whatever. But like, I want a bowl of them, and then I'd pour milk on them. And well, no, that's a terrible idea. Don't. Dawn is not a role model. So next guy we've got is the Foot Lieutenant. Oh, Leonardo, stop laying around in front of the camera. You're not there. Wait, here, my camera's doing weird things. All right, so now here we go. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, because this is the guy that has both a scimitar and a sickle. Can he hold? Come on, you can. There we go. Don't be a foot hater, or don't be a hater, Foot Lieutenant. Or it's the Foot Lieutenant. I'm gonna try and get him to stand. He's got very small feet, so. Come here. There we go. That is the Foot Lieutenant. There we have him. And so the foot characters in this world have a foot tattoo on their faces. And you can't really see it much on this guy. But if you look up here, see, he's got the dots for the toes. So, you know, his whole face is a footprint. And yeah, he's got cool robes. Did I mention that he's got a sickle and a scimitar? Yes, he's got those. He also comes with this orange stabby thing. So we can take these out of his hands and we can give him his orange staff stabby thing. It's like a pike. Is this a pike? I think it's a pike. So not Captain Pike. That's different. But yeah, there you go. He's got his mystical pike. So he is technically a human, even though he is purple. That's probably just an all body tattoo, maybe. Either that or he has been swimming in grape juice. I don't know. But he does have mystical abilities. He is grumpy, cruel, and single-minded in his pursuit of resurrecting the Foot Clan's leader, the Shredder. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shiznit. He's trying to bring back the Shredder. See what they're doing? They're teasing it out. They're teasing it out. So yeah, that is him. He, in one episode, he stole New York's paper supply to create an army of magical origami ninjas, and he sounds like he gargles with broken glass. He has a waist pivot. Look at that. Like I'm blown away. He is the first character of all of these. Like even Baron Draxum doesn't have nobody has a waist pivot, but he has a waist pivot. He has the shoulder that we've come to love. He's got a ball joint on his head, so he can kind of say, yeah, okay. Or he can say, nope. And he's got the elbow that swivels, and then he's got legs his legs are fully articulated, but it is kind of hard to move them around with the rubber stuff here. And it's, again, that sort of awkward rotating up into the body thing. Rather than just giving you like the ability to spread the legs apart. He's got a knee joint, and I want there to be a swivel there. There's a little bit of a swivel, but it's molded so that it's a little bit limited. So you get a little bit of swivel, not a whole lot. But there he is, and let's give him back his sickle. I want him to have the sickle. Get the sickle. Here, maybe we'll do this. He's got very, very tiny fingers. So there we go. He's got his magic pike and his sickle, and they probably should have given him like an origami, like a little origami guy. That would be cool. No, I mean like a little one that he could hold. Oh, he has one? He has one? Are those his weapons? Oh, that's the origami guy's weapons. Oh, okay. So wait here. There is we have another thing that we're going to be showing, and it's the origami guy, and he comes with. Oh wait, I changed. So here, there's that, and let me show you the screenshot or the still from the screen. So he makes origami foot soldiers, and then they become real soldiers. But they seem to be like, they're paper people. Like in the word of Drax, I call them paper people. Yeah, that they're literally paper people. When the turtles fight them, like usually one hit destroys what did I get it? Okay. One hit will destroy their paper soldiers. So their paper soldiers can kick and hit and throw you around, but they don't take any damage whatsoever. They've got one hit point. So yeah, just in case you're keeping track, they've got one hit point. So that is the Foot Lieutenant, and so he's cool. And now I can take these are the weapons, and the sickle and the scimitar and the pike go in the little bag. Once again, you can see that the pike, it's not straight. All of the long, skinny weapons are kind of rubbery, and that's just one thing that you just have to accept with these guys. There's rubberiness in the long, skinny weapons. But yeah, so let us show the Origami Ninja, and you can actually see the screenshot here. That is an origami ninja. They are mindless but highly skilled martial arts automatons. They cannot speak or communicate, but they can kick and punch and stuff, and they are occasionally made out of salami. That really only happened once, but once is all it takes to be a thing. So yeah, origami paper / salami ninja. So yeah, let's go ahead and show this guy. He reminds me a lot of the foot soldiers from the original line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. He is very lanky and has exaggerated proportions. And of course he's got the footprint on his face. So that's good. He's got kind of a clutchy hand there. He almost looks like a zombie. He has the posture of a zombie. He doesn't have like gore or anything, but he certainly has, maybe he is a zombie. He fell over. Oh, poor guy. There we go. So that is him. He comes with one of these. So he is a magical construct. I don't know what this weapon is. It's like it's sort of like a pickaxe of death. It's sort of like an ice climbing axe, except it's got two little things, and then he comes with the origami things, which he wouldn't use himself. Like really, the foot lieutenant would use these things. But I like that they come with them. I wish they were brown, like a tan color. That would be cool. Let's see if we can zoom in on that so you can see the little origami thing. So there's the little origami thing, and that's a nice call out. Yeah, you get 3 of these. So there they are. And so that's cool. And then it turns it into this guy. He's got a little bit of movement in the head. Like it's not dramatic, but he can say yes. Get away from the camera there. Move back. So he can sort of say yes. He can say no. Of course, he's mindless. He really more twists his head. Like you get most of the movement in twisting the head, not as much in terms of nodding or turning. He's got that shoulder joint and he's got that elbow joint, and I was kind of hoping for, there is a wrist joint here, so that's cool. So he's got some points of articulation there. He does have a upper body twist, which is nice. Your bad guys, at least two of your bad guys, can actually twist their torsos, and that's pretty cool. He's got, again, that very oddly jointed leg, but it does allow you to get him into some neat poses. And then he does not have knee joints. No knee joints. We traded an upper body twist for not having knee joints. Now, he does have a foot that can go like toe down or like this. But yeah, not having knee joints is a little bit limiting in terms of getting him to stand. But there we go. Yeah, we can have him stand like that. And so no, don't fall. There you go. Yeah, so there he is. But you see how his posture, because of his lankiness and his sort of weird bends, his posture is, he really wants to fall over. His posture really makes him look like a zombie. And I guess in the sense of being mindless, that's what he is. He's more of a voodoo zombie rather than a Pittsburgh zombie. So yeah, that is the origami ninja, and he's cool. Like this is this is what you want for your army building. You want a bunch of these guys so that you can have the turtles just kicking the crap out of a whole bunch of these. So that's cool, and you have your little choking hazard pieces, which are always fun, and so that's actually pretty cool. And now I take especially the little these little things, like they live in the bag. They never come out of the bag. Just so you know, like you let him hold them, and then while you're playing with him, like as soon as he throws it and turns it into a ninja, it goes back into the bag immediately. Because if not, then you never see them again. Like they're tiny, they're black. It's hopeless. Carpets eat stuff like this. Like carpets actually cause these to dissolve. So another character, completely unrelated to the mystical mutants and the magic wielding Foot Clan members, is this next guy, and this is Alberto. See, it's Alberto because he's a bear. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get the figure to stand. The figure doesn't want to stand. The figure does not want to stand. There he is. Okay, so I can. So here you go. This is Alberto. This is a screen pick. So he is an animatronic from the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles equivalent of Chuck E. Cheese. April was working there, and he broke down, so Donatello fixed him and upgraded him, and he gave Alberto sentience. So his catchphrase is "Buongiorno, kiddies," and the voice is a reference to actor Ed Wynn, who voiced Disney's Mad Hatter. So yeah, he is always like, "Oh, hello, kiddies," and you can see how the bear eyeballs have melted down his face, and you can see the understructure of his animatronic body underneath the purple bear flesh. He is horrible. He is just horrible. Let me zoom in so that you can see, like, everything about him is just... He was horrible before he turned into a sentient robot psychopath, and he's only more horrible now that he has gained sentience and cybernetic limbs that are visible. And so yeah, that is him. He loves to hear a good birthday song. Oh yeah, we got. So here. So all right. Well, the problem with this guy is that he does not want to stand up. He has very limited articulation on his feet. His feet have his feet are not flat on the bottom. So what he really needs is some kind of platform with a peg in it, because the feet don't want to hold him up. There we go. All right, so we've got him, and then he comes with a whack-a-mole club, which we can put right there, and a slice of pizza. Which can he hold the slice of pizza there? Yes, there. Look, he's got the whack-a-mole club and the slice of pizza, and that is awful. I mean, he really is just horrible. The combination of the horrifying visage combined with the terrible voice it's nightmare fuel. It is just complete and utter nightmare fuel. He does have a ball joint at the shoulder. The head kind of rocks back and forth. Hello, kitties. Don't you want to play a game? Buongiorno, kiddies. So he's got that. He's got the swivel at the elbow. He's also got a bend at the elbow. He's got individual fingers. Except that it seems like the thumb and the forefinger on this hand are fused. So you can put that in there. Is that the same? No, on this side, the fingers are separate. So this side would actually have an easier time holding the pizza. There you go. So he's got a thumb there that works. His body is just a big, massive chunk of plastic. The legs just swivel. Like there's there's a bend here. Okay, there's a bend. It's very oddly jointed. And he's got such short legs that you're not going to be putting him into a lot of poses anyway, but getting him to stand up, you're going to spend most of your time just trying to get him to stand up. He's almost doing that. He's almost doing it. But yeah, that is Alberto, and you can see that the detail on him is nice. Like it's a cool looking toy. I especially like the arms, the robot arms, and the hand. I mean, that's really cool looking. And then you got the robot hand on the other side. I guess I'm just a sucker for a robot hand. At least a robot hand that actually works like a robot hand. I'm looking at you, Blitzwing. Yeah, see? You got a robot. You got two robot hands. You got cool robot hands. Look at your robot hands. This one's spring loaded, huh? Yeah. And you got like the Armatron thing. So yeah, you are covered, pal. Good on you. So yeah, that is Alberto with his pizza and his whack-a-mole club. We'll put these back in the baggie. We got a baggie. See, we're keeping them in the baggies. Yeah. And so we we really saved you something special for this last one. I think that Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gets a lot of mileage out of gross. They are not afraid to play the disgusting card, and so let's just. I think that this comes. Oh yeah, it does. It does. So there we go. There. All right, I'm setting stuff up for the camera, and there we go. Yeah. All right. So here he is. He is Meat Sweats, which that's just such a horrible name to begin with. He is also known as Rupert Swaggart. So in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, these mosquitoes filled with mutagen escape from their underground laboratory and go around, bite people, and turn them into hideous mutants. And Meat Sweats was a celebrity chef, host of Condescending Kitchen. Obvious parody of Chef Gordon Ramsay, and he kind of talks like Gordon Ramsay and insults people's cooking. That's what he does. So he is arrogant, and since becoming a mutant, he's developed a cannibalistic taste for yokai and fellow mutants, including the Turtles and Splinter. And his weapon of choice is a meat tenderizer, and he's got these creepy arm tentacles that are sort of Akira inspired. So, he just kind of he can kind of make his arms grow fleshy, horrible stuff. They give him metal gloves that you can put on. And if you notice his meat tenderizer, so wait here, let me take his meat tenderizer. So he's got this meat tenderizer. The handle is a bone. So that's something. You really have to admire that they went all in on making these toys have personality. And I think that that's one of the things that I like about this series and about the show, that there is no limit of imagination to the characters. He's gross. I'm just going to say that Meat Sweats is gross. He is... Actually, I'm going to say he's more gross than Alberto. Like, Alberto is a horror monster brought to life, but Meat Sweats is disgusting on every level. Even his name is just kind of evocative of disgustingness. And they make him look like he's a short order line cook at a Greasy Spoon restaurant or diner, but he's supposed to be a world famous chef. Now, Gordon Ramsay would never wear this attire, although Gordon Ramsay does take his shirt off a lot for the camera. So, the detail on the toy is actually very, very well done. He's got lots of fleshy purples and burgundy over top of a hideous pink body. He's got boils all over him. He's tremendously unsavory. Everything about him just exudes no thank you. He's got shoulder articulation. Yeah, it moves around. It's a little bit limited by the bulk on the back of the shoulder. He's got we can pull that off. He's got the swiveling and pivoting elbow. You can take off the hands. That hand doesn't want to come off as easily. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to force it. It doesn't want to. I'm not going to make it. And you can put on the tentacle because, of course, why wouldn't you want? He's actually got waist rotation. Look at that. He's got waist rotation. He's got head rotation. So, he can look back and forth between his gloved hand and his tentacle hand. He doesn't come with two tentacle hands, which, is a little bit of a limit. I mean, it's like, hey, why can't he, spread the love? But it's fine. Rubber apron, and then just he can move his legs in, but that doesn't really do much for the leg articulation, because in order to get him to stand, you have to have the legs spread out almost as far as they can go anyway. But he does have an easier time standing than Alberto, so I will give him that. But yeah, he's a gross toy. Like, he's a gross character. He's a gross toy. He's funny because he's arrogant and disgusting. Like, that's a combination that you just don't get very often, where a character is just so hideously repulsive and obnoxious about it. I guess we can show the screenshot here too. I've been showing screenshots, so why don't we show the screenshot? There he is, and he was boiling up mutant silverfish, which were already pretty unsavory to begin with, and boiling them up in stew and having mutants eat them doesn't really make it any more appetizing. So yeah, that is Meat Sweats, and I think that's pretty much the entire first wave, right? So we don't get the larger, like the hefty foot soldier, the other human that was kind of a brawler. You said that there are other versions of the Turtles, probably Wave 2 versions that have more features and more gimmicks and stuff like that. But that is the entire cast of the thing. And so that's the end of the... No, it's not. That is not the end of the live stream. So we've been saving this one for you. We don't need risers for this. All right, we're gonna move this out of the way, and there we go. There it is. It is the Turtle Taxi Tank. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. This is the Turtle Tank. This is what I was working on pretty much right up until before we had to go on the air. And so you can put turtles in here. Let's put some turtles in here because we need turtles in here. So let's let Leo drive. We'll let Leo drive. There we go. We've got Leo driving, and we'll put Raph in the seat next to him, assuming that he fits. So, come on. There we go. So we've got Raphael in the side seat, and look at that. See? They fit in, so that's cool. And you can get motorcycles that plug into the sides, and then this thing will launch them. So that's really cool. And then we've got the back door, which opens up. It has a back door that opens, and it reveals some space inside. Specifically, this is supposed to be Donnie's lab. Donatello, I don't think that you can fit him in here with... Well, maybe we can cram him in there. Can we cram him in there? There! Look! We fit Donatello in there! That's awesome! But this also has a way cooler play feature that I want to show you. So let's just get the white board out of the way. I think I need to switch cameras. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put that camera on wide mode and press some buttons. And there we go. I've got toys all over. I've got a whole table full of toys. And that's really the way that it should be, right? So let's go ahead and increase the brightness just a little bit. There we go. Yeah? One more? One more? There we go. Okay. So this is the toy. Draxon, get out of the shot. Just move out of the shot. Here, all your weapons, move out of the way. All right, people want to see this. So here is the turtle tank, and so this is what it does. It has this elevating feature, and you open the back, and then this is the piece that I made before tonight's live stream. This is the ladder that goes in and then just clicks right there and kind of holds everything up. So there we go, just like that. And see now Donnie can be in the inside his lab, and he can be doing like technical stuff. So I feel like there should be stickers on the inside walls. Are there supposed to be? Oh, we could probably make some. But like he should be able to be leaning in here and looking at computer screens and stuff like that. And that is one thing that's missing. Like there are stickers on this thing, but there aren't stickers on the inside. So we have that. The top. Boy, you're getting a good view of my whole setup here. This is like a behind the scenes episode. So you have your lid thing, which, by the way, look at this. So you can have April like hanging on to the door thing. Maybe can we? Okay, come on, April. You can hang on to the door thingy. Okay, April can't hang on to the door thingy. We can have foot soldier or origami soldier hanging on to the lid thingy. Come on. Don't make a liar out of me. Don't make a liar out of me. Come on, you can do it. Just hang on. There. Look, okay, so we got like origami soldier that can hold on to that can hang on to that, and then there we go. And then where's Mikey? Mikey can be up here, huh? And then like April could be. I did this earlier. I had April hanging on that. So she's like, whoa! It doesn't hold itself up, and I wonder if there's still things that need to be fixed inside this whole mechanism here that could help that, because it seems like it slides up and down, but it doesn't seem to want to support itself very well, and that could be because this is used, and it had obviously been kind of abused before we got it, but yeah, we've got a ladder here, and characters could be on the ladder and doing stuff like that. Here, we'll put Donnie on the ladder. So there, Donnie's on the ladder. Look, it's Donnie on the ladder. There we go. And let's even do this. So, yeah, that is the turtle tank. It is actually a really, really neat thing. I'm gonna look at get the view from the other camera here as well. So let's just switch views so that you can see everything that's going on here. It's just such a big, neat thing. And, like, I got to play with this for the first time today. And I love it. There's missiles that are supposed to be able to go in there. We don't have the missiles. We can probably put some blast explosions in here. So we could probably do that. Huh? Yeah. Huh? Oh yeah. So yeah, they are blast explosion compatible, and they're all sorts. It comes with all sorts of neat places where turtle characters can hang on. And that's also really cool. Like it makes it very playable. So it's not just something that you have your toys ride around in, but it becomes an entire rolling play set. And you can see that, like, I just like seeing how many ways I can have characters like grabbing onto this thing and hanging off of it. It's just really, really fun and cool, and that's awesome. So this is a taxi, it's a tank, and it's a lost prop from the Jupiter Jim movies in the world of the franchise. It is Donatello's masterpiece and his baby. It does have missiles that are supposed to fire out of here that we don't have. It has the elevating platform. It has Donnie's lab inside, although they need to have some stickers there. And then it has the monsters for the motorcycles on the side. It has big rolling wheels that roll very nicely. I mean, this is a toy that they could have easily kind of skimped on. You know, like this is something where you could have just gotten kind of a rolling plastic thing with a hole in the top, and you drop a character inside, and maybe it could hold one or two turtles. But that's not what we got. We got something that has lots of extra bits for characters to hang on to. We got room for two turtles in the front. We got a tower turret in the top. We got, you know, you even saw that we could cram Donatello inside with everything closed down. That means that you can fit 4 turtles in here at any given time. You know, we've got a really awesome ladder here. You know, that. Oh, here, let me do that. I'll close that up. And oh, here. So, let's. I'm switching camera views momentarily just so that you can see stuff. So we're going to close this up. I need to get Donnie or get Mikey into a sitting position. So there we go, and then that snaps closed, and that snaps closed. So you see that it's part taxi, part lunar explorer from a sci-fi movie, and all tank. So in short, yeah, so Rob says, in short, it has play value. Yes, it has tremendous play value. And so I'm really enjoying this thing. Like yes, I was working on the ladder, but part of the reason why I was working on the ladder is because this is such a neat toy. And here, let me take Donnie off of that. Yeah, and this whole gimmick right here is so cool and so unusual that I really wanted to be able to show it off. Now, what I will show off for this live stream, since I've got you here, is this is the ladder piece that I made. And I did that on the Patreon stream. It is made of mostly styrene. These are just styrene pieces that I cut out to size, and then I had 5mm styrene tubes that I used for the rungs. The center is actually a pen, like the housing, a piece of a ballpoint pen, and then this is the foam cylinder of a Nerf dart, and then it was all painted purple to match the tank, and then oh here I've got here. Let me get Raph off of here. So, and then this just fits right in here, like that, and then you close it up, and so you have your really super awesome cool turtle tank. Oh, and this rotates. Oh, I didn't even know that this rotated. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. That is so cool. Wow. This is a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing, and I love it. I just love it. So yeah, that is the turtle taxi tank. Yeah, some of the stickers need a little bit of help, but you know, Monica's good at stickers. She will probably do something with stickers at some point because you like stickers. Yeah. I have mixed feelings about stickers, but I will say that there's some places where stickers are nice. Yeah, this is a cool thing. It's cool. That's it. It's cool. It's a fun toy. I'm glad to own a fun toy, and I'm glad to have this big fun toy that I can have all sorts of characters in and on and around, and you know, it is a rolling play set of awesomeness. And so yeah, if you are collecting these, and by the way, we found a lot of these at Ollie's. So you know, I don't. They were liquidating them dirt cheap, and so I don't know how hard they are to find on the secondary market, but I'm hoping that a lot of this stuff isn't too expensive if you're interested in collecting this line, because I do like these toys. I really like these toys. They're a lot of fun, and there's a lot of personality. The show is fun. It's humorous. Now, one thing that I don't understand in the show is they're not really highly skilled when they introduce the characters. They call themselves ninjas, but they don't seem to have any training. And I've watched most of I've watched all of the first season. I thought it was 2 seasons, but maybe it was just 1 season. I don't know. But we haven't really gotten to the point where they become good at being ninjas. Like they get incrementally better, but they haven't gotten good at it yet. And I guess that's because it's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's their origin story. It's how they got to be superheroes from just being normal mutant turtles living in the sewers. Sure. So that's it. I got a whole bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys here, and I love all of them to varying degrees. Well, okay, there is meat sweats. Ugh. But okay, I love most of them. And so, with that being said, if you liked this live stream, then please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing more of these live streams, which typically happen every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern United States time, as well as our short circuits, which we release periodically throughout the week. We got 2 out this week. Huh? See, I promised that I'd get some done, and I did. So, you know, you're welcome. Also, if you are in a position to help the channel grow and you would like to join our Patreon, we do have a Patreon with different commitment levels and different rewards for those different levels. One of which reward is being able to see Patreon exclusive content, like my absolutely riveting live stream about making this plastic ladder. It was, I mean, this is good stuff. So, so if you'd like to see stuff like that, then there's an avenue for you. So, with all of that being said, here, we do want to give a very special thank you to our patrons. And what better way to thank our patrons than with our special guest, the Chaos Bringer himself, Unicron. Unicron, come on up here and let's thank our patrons. Let's see, I lost my mouse. There we go. Okay, Unicron, come on, here we go. Thank you, patrons, our ultimate retro heroes. Thank you, Fetchbeer, Robes, Matt White, Starhound,
Setsune Wave, Dawn, Hope and Michael D, and Colleen. Thank you. And now, if I could just have maybe a very tiny piece of pizza. Oh, thank you. That looks delicious. I will have that. Okay, here, let's get it in my mouth. There we go. Okay. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom nom. Oh, that was delicious. I love plastic pizza. And now I don't want that. I don't want. Don't give me that. I don't need meat sweats is disgusting. Get that away from me. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with everybody on this live stream? Holy crap, you people are monsters. Monsters, I say.
Well, thank you for that, Unicron. And thank you, everyone, for joining our live stream all about the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I feel like this might be my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. I love the live action movies, like the original ones. Okay, particularly the first two. Like first one is the best. Second one is okay. It did have Vanilla Ice, but still okay. And the third one was fun. It was kind of fun. So but anyway, I think that overall, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has been my favorite Turtles series, and there have been a lot of them. So that's got to be saying something. Next week, our own Donatello is back for part 4 of our Transformers Armada retrospective. We are talking about Prime's buddies, all the good guy Autobot characters that were showcased heavily in Armada, and we've got toys. So, with all of that being said, a toast to Adventure Mode. A toast to Tie Guy. A toast to Rob S. A toast to Brick, aka Dawn. A toast to Nathan, Connie, Lyric, and Cadence Fillion. A toast to Colleen. A toast to Perry Viking. A toast to the Machiavellic. A toast to Christopher Remley. A toast to Grayscale. And a toast to Osaka Jack. All right. See, it's kind of good that nobody else was in there because I was completely out of drink. So, all right. That's it. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. This is Clay, and this is Meat Sweats. Telling you to keep it Retrobot. Yeah, we did get Meat Sweats. He's in there. We could always sell him on eBay, right? I guess for completion's sake, we'll keep Meat Sweats, but he's kind of terrible. Just awful on many levels. Is this thing still going?